Hi there, my name is Lily and I'm so excited to read with you today this book called Last Stop on Market Street, written by Matt de la Peña and illustrated by Christian Robinson. That means Christian Robinson drew all these nice images on the cover and inside. Now, I wonder what this book is going to be about. I see a picture of a bus. And I see a picture of a woman and a little boy, and they're holding hands. The title says something about last stop, so I wonder if it's going to be about riding a bus and stopping somewhere. Should we see? Let's get started. Here's the first page. Here we go. CJ pushed through the church doors and skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella, saying, "How come we gotta wait for the bus in all this wet?" "Trees get thirsty too," his Nana told him. "Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw?" CJ looked for a long time, but he never saw a straw. So I guess that's Nana, and that's CJ. Do you guys have a Nana? I do. From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in, gave CJ a wave, and drove off with his dad. "Nana, how come we don't got a car?" "What do we need a car for? We got a bus that breathes fire, and old Mr. Dennis, who always has a trick for you." The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged, and the doors swung open. Do any of you ride buses? I love to ride the bus. Do buses sigh? They sort of make that noise when they stop. They make a noise that's like a loud, kind of like a sigh, that they're stopping and they're taking a rest to let everyone on. So I think that's what they mean when they say the bus stopped and sighed. "What's that I see?" Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear, placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar. An old woman with curlers had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a big smile and a good afternoon. She made sure CJ did the same. The bus lurched forward and stopped. Lurched forward and stopped. To lurch means move really fast. You ever feel that when you're on the bus? Like the bus goes forward really fast and then it stops, and then it goes forward really fast and it stops. So it lurches. Nana hummed as she knit. "How come we always gotta go here after church?" CJ said. "Miguel and Colby never go nowhere." "I feel sorry for those boys," she told him. "They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo or the sunglass man. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat." CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on either side, watched a group of boys hop curbs on bikes. A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog. CJ gave up his seat. "How come that man can't see?" "What do you know about seeing?" Nana told him. "Some people watch the world with their ears." "That's a fact. Their noses too," the man said, sniffing at the air. That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am. Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed her deep laugh. Two older boys got on next. CJ watched it as they moved on by and stood in back. Sure wish I had one of those, he said. I think he means one of these phones with maybe headsets so that he could listen to music. Let's see what Nana says to that. Nana set down her knitting. What for? You got the real live thing, that means the music, sitting across from you. Why don't you ask that man if he'll play us a song? CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and beginning to sing. To feel the magic of music, the blind man whispered. I like to close my eyes too. Nana closed hers as well. So did CJ and the spotted dog. Have you ever tried that when you're listening to music, closing your eyes? Next time you do, try it and see if you hear the music more clearly. Here's what happened to CJ when he closed his eyes. And in the darkness, the rhythm lifted CJ out of the bus and out of the busy city. He saw sunset colors swirling over crashing waves, saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky, saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of the moon. CJ's chest grew full and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him the feeling of magic. The song ended and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in the back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm. CJ dropped it in the man's hat. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called. Does that sound familiar? The title is Last Stop on Market Street, so we got the clue. Okay, anyway. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors, graffiti-tagged windows and boarded-up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always so dirty here? He asked. She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arcing over their soup kitchen. He wondered how his Nana always found beautiful where he never even thought to look. The rainbow is arcing. It means it makes this shape that's kind of like an upside down smiley face. It's an arc, the top half of a circle. It's arcing. He looked all around them again, at the bus rounding the corner out of sight and the broken street lamps still lit up bright and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall. When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, I'm glad we came. There they are, the faces in the window. Our friend CJ and Nana. He thought his Nana might laugh, her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, Me too, CJ. Now, come on. Where do you think they're going? What are all these people doing? I think, let's see. I see people sitting at tables and eating. They have silverware and cups, and some have plates and food. And here's Nana and CJ and some other people serving some food. So I think all these people are eating together, and Nana and CJ are working to help make sure that they have a nice meal. That's where they were going, and that was the last stop on Market Street. What's happening here? The last page. These are kind of like the end credits. It tells you a little bit about the book. And here's CJ and Nana, and they are in what looks like a bus stop. Oh, there's a sign of a picture of a bus. So I think they're probably going home on the bus too. The end. That's the back. Oh, the other side of the bus. That was Last Stop on Market Street. It was so nice reading with you today, and I hope to see you again soon, and I hope you enjoyed the book.